Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We've made it to the end of the first week of our distance learning. For our agenda today for mythology, that last section about theme is the work you should be doing. For our greatest of all time pre-writing, the focus for your research today is on the rivals. Who's the competition for the person you think is the greatest of all time? There is an exit slip in Flipgrid that needs to be done by the end of the day today. And I've also put a feedback survey in Schoology. Your homework office hours check-in is today by 1 o'clock. The Greek mythology story and the goat pre-writing aren't due until next week, Thursday. I know there's been some confusion. There is no homework for spring break. This is just to give students who weren't able to get their work done this week a little bit more time. By the end of your work today, you will know Greek mythology and research. The skills you need are thinking, watching, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and your level of participation and effort is what you bring to the work that we're doing. So today in class, these are the things you should make sure that you are working on. The office hours check-in, again, that assignment is due today. I've heard from most of you, which is nice. There are some of you I haven't heard from. The Greek mythology and the greatest of all time writing, that information is still in Schoology. I know there's been some issues with Google Docs, so yesterday I sent an email to everyone with links for a workaround if you haven't been able to open either of those Google Docs yet. If you've been able to open the Google Docs, you can still access them through your Drive. You don't have to worry about submitting or doing anything else. If you weren't able to open one or both of the Google Docs, please follow the instructions in the email that I sent you. You're going to need to make a copy of the document that I emailed the link to. And then what I need you to do is make a copy of that link and put it into a Google form. So I know it's a few extra steps, but this way everybody can get the work done that they need to, and they're not held back by the issues with Schoology and Google. The exit slip, again, is in Flipgrid. If you need to know how to get into Flipgrid, I included that in the email I sent yesterday afternoon, and that information is still in Schoology. Please make sure that you're doing the exit slip Friday, April 3rd, 2020. I need video and audio. And again, the grid is private. The only person who will see it or watch it or listen to it is me. And then the last thing that I would like you to do is right now in Schoology, I have this week 1 feedback Google form. Over the course of next week, I'm going to be looking at your feedback. I've already gotten some. I know some students are frustrated with how long my videos are. I know some students are struggling with how our office hours are set up. So I'm going to be looking at your feedback over the course of the next week to help plan for weeks 2, 3, and 4 of distance learning to make sure that I'm meeting the needs that you have as students. And talk with your families about that also, because maybe your parentals have some ideas or feedback that would be helpful also. And the last thing that I want to talk about is email. With all of the things that's been happening with Schoology, with Google Docs, trying to get information out to you via this distance learning thing, I really need you to be checking your email. Yesterday, I sent out emails to everyone in the morning, and I put a trivia question in that email, and just to see if people, if students read my emails. 8 students responded the answer to the answer to the trivia question, and of those 8, 2 people got the answer right, which I'm super excited about. The trivia question was, what is Mrs. Campia's favorite emoji? And the answer is the poop emoji. It is my favorite emoji, and 2 people were successful in getting that answer right. So the whole point of that was to make sure you're reading your emails. I know your parents are reading your emails because I'm getting a lot of communication with families. But students, this is about your learning and what you need to do in order to be successful as a distance learner. And so you really need to be reading those emails. Please make sure that you're doing that. So this is the work that we're doing. Again, my office hours are from 11 to 1 today. Next week is spring break. And if you have any questions outside of those office hours, please make sure that you email me today, office hours check-in, finishing up those 2 activities with Greek mythology and the goat writing, making sure you get that exit slip done, and please provide some feedback for me. And as always, no shenaniganing, perpetrating evil, wreaking havoc, or purveying mayhem, and please don't forget to come back.